girlies, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Vintage Tips and Tricks video. Today I'm going to do a long awaited video. I feel like I say that at the start of every video, but I'm gradually catching up on all the promises I made ages ago. So here's another one. In this video here, I did a little vintage haul of accessories, including some vintage hair accessories. And I said I would do a video trying out the vintage curlers that I bought, and then many months passed and of course I didn't do it, I just forgot about it. But several of you guys have private messaged me over the last couple of months asking me to do this video. So I thought I would finally get around to it. So basically all I'm gonna do is show you the rollers that I bought, then I'm gonna set my hair as I usually do and wait a couple of hours and take it out and show you guys the results. If you guys want to see how I set my hair, it's not going to be any different to any of my other videos. The main tips are always the same: tucking your ends in, using a setting lotion, making sure that you curl correctly and keep your hair in a thin ribbon rather than twisting it as you curl. Don't use too much hair in each section, etc. So I'm not really going to go into those details. If you want more information on setting your hair, you can check out my vintage hairstyling techniques and vintage hair playlists, and you'll get plenty of information there rather than me rehashing something that I've told many of you already. So without further ado, let me show you these rollers. So I have two of these quite small skinny ones, just so that you can see. I'll bring it up nice and close for you. It looks like this. It's got this great little like toggle on it, which I think will be wonderful for keeping the hair in place and making sure that the roller doesn't slide out once I've curled it, which is really, really cool. So these two I think I'm going to put at the bottom of the front section so I have some nice curls bunching around my face, which I always like. I have a bunch of these ones here, which are just ever so slightly bigger than the other ones. I will show you. They're really quite similar sizes, but this one is just slightly smaller, so I'll put it at the bottom so I have a little bit of volume right at the front at my roots. So these kind of, I guess we'll call them size 2. These ones are all going to roll down the front here, and then I'll put that skinnier one at the bottom of this front section. I'll be doing a middle parting, a Hedy Lamarr part today, because I've been living for that look recently. But yes, the smaller ones are going to go at the front, so I have a curlier front section. Then the majority of my hair is going to be curled with these guys, which I'm just going to say is like the medium size. Again, I'll show you the comparison, just slightly bigger than the ones that are going to go at the front. These ones are going to be doing basically this whole undersection of my hair here. And then at the top I'm going to use the largest size, which is this one here. This is just going to be that very top back crown section of my hair. So I'm just going to be using 3 of those. So in total it'll be 3 large ones. I'll be using 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 on each side for the front, and I'll be using 3 rows of 9 for the back. So hopefully it all works out really well. I'm going to spritz my hair with some trusty setting lotion. Mine is just the Sainsbury's home setting lotion mixed with water. You guys can use whatever you want, or maybe a mousse. I wouldn't say this is the best setting lotion in the world, but I'm just using it up so as not to be wasteful. I washed my hair last night, so it's very fluffy and frizzy today. But I actually personally find my sets are a bit better on freshly washed hair. I prefer that, and then I just use a lot of products for the ends of it because I get very greasy hair, and by day 2 or 3 it's too greasy and the roots want to sit flat and just don't really, cooperate. And maybe because I have dark hair it's a little bit more obvious that my hair is greasy. I just don't like how that looks. So I've got my mirror here, so if I'm not looking at you guys it's because I'm looking at my mirror. Because the viewfinder is too hard to try and set my hair in. Alright, so I'm just splitting straight down the middle and doing my Hedy Lamarr set. If you guys want to do that set, you can check it out again here. I'll link the video. I did a trying out vintage setting patterns video, and then that included the Hedy Lamarr setting pattern. But basically I'm rolling everything downwards and I'm going with a middle part. It's a pretty easy set. So after putting one in, I would have to say that it is very easy to roll with them. I like the length of them, and the fact that the barrel is really smooth makes it really, really easy to tuck the ends in using the end of my comb or my teasing brush, like the pointy end, which makes for less frizz, and it just means that your curl will be nice and even, so when you brush out you will get really nice even waves. So it's nice that they work really simply for that, like a lot easier than my really crappy hot roller set that I hate, and sponge rollers. I find it a lot easier. Sponge rollers I find, because they're made of sponge, they do tend to create like a bit of static with my hair, and it can be tricky to tuck the ends around. So this is much easier to work with. I love these little toggle things. They just hold everything in place really, really well. I really like that. Still has the price on it. I don't have scissors with me now. And my way is blocked by all the filming gear, so I'm gonna run with it. So I've put the 3 like size 2 in here, and now I'm going with the smallest, skinniest one just at this bit above my ear. My hair is currently cut pretty evenly. It's not in a horseshoe shape, as it's grown out from a 60s style bob, and so I'm putting tighter curls at the front to kind of create a false horseshoe shape when I brush my hair out. I also really like that it has these little aeration holes, so it means that I can spritz my hair now and it will dry out that little bit quicker, and spritzing it with a bit of setting lotion afterwards, because I find my hair dries very quickly. We have good heating in our house, and so it dries as I'm curling it, so if I can give it a little spritz afterwards and know that it's going to dry and not still be wet when I take it out, it's very helpful in setting it. Alright, so that is the front section done. I would have to say it is very, very easy to keep the rollers uniform, and everything is the same tightness to my head, which makes a really, really big difference to a set. So that I'm very pleased about so far. I'm going to continue with the back, and hopefully it continues to be easy, because obviously I can't see the back, and I will check back in with you guys. One thing I will say is, because you can't rotate where the elastic is, with the bigger ones it is harder to make it sit, so I am going to, when I finish, pin those into place. Actually, I might just do this. I think I'll only need to do this with these ones, which is good. Because they just don't want to sit flat, which is going to be a problem, because then they won't have a nice curl at the top, so just have to pin those down like that. So that's a pretty easy fix. So in future I probably wouldn't bother with the big ones at the top. I might just go the medium size all the way through my hair, although I don't think I have enough, which is a shame. I have to keep my eye out for some more of these clips, because I think they're going to be a favourite, although I can't imagine they'd be very comfortable to sleep in, because they are like an aluminium, so they're going to be pretty hard on the head. I think they would be pretty good under a hood dryer though, because obviously being metal they would heat up. So I have considered getting one of those at home, like portable hood dryers that you attach to your hairdryer, and I think this would work very, very well for that. So I will promise to make another video when I get that, and then take forever to get around to it. Okay guys, so that is the set. I'll turn around, hopefully the camera focuses, and see how I've set it at the back. Could be an absolute mess, I have no idea, I can't see it, but hopefully it's not. I am going to let this set for a few hours. I apologise in advance, the lighting is going to be terrible because it is winter time and I live in the UK. And so when I return at around about 4 o'clock, it's pretty much going to be pitch black. So I'm going to be filming with my not very good quality lights. I am upgrading them soon, guys, but there's more important things coming first. But yes, apologies for the yellow lighting. You'll still be able to see, it just won't look aesthetic. Okay, I'm back. I changed because it was freaking freezing outside and the top I was wearing was not warm at all. So there. So let's take these rollers out and see how the final look is. Fingers crossed they are dry. So far so good. I like that you can literally just slip them out very, very easily. It just slides out because of the aluminium part. That's really handy, and it keeps the curl intact, which is really, really nice. So that is all of the rollers out. You can see here like how perfect it made the curls. I hope you guys can see it in this light. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, it made very, very perfect curls because the barrels were so smooth. So that's definitely a bonus. I'm now going to slowly run my fingers through it and then give it a bit of a brush out and see how it turned out. I'm really liking how minimal the frizz is. I find with sponge rollers, because I have very fine hair and it's not dyed, I get a lot of frizziness, and the curl is so tight that it's like it takes me a really long time to brush it out, whereas this is like a nice bouncy curl and very even, which is lovely, really. I hope you guys can see up the front here, but it's they're very nice smooth curls. Okay guys, I mean, I'm fussing a lot with it and playing around, having fun tonight. I did not need to spend that long on it, but I'm very happy with the overall result. Like the waves and curls are really lovely and smooth, and I've got some really beautiful ridges going here. I haven't sprayed my hair, so it would be set much more nicely and much more smoothly if I had sprayed it, but this is how it's come out, just in a brush out. So yeah. Very pleased. I will definitely be utilizing these. I really think that the little holes in it, like the little aerations, make a big difference to the drying time, and I think the fact that it's a nice smooth metal means that your hair gets a really, really defined curl. So I'd highly recommend keeping an eye out for these if you spot them, and just getting as many as you can, because they do a mighty fine set. Anyway guys, that is the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that little notification bell so you know when my videos come out. Follow me on my Instagram. Come and join us in the Vintage Tips and Tricks community. We would love to have you, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!